C8. I've never even ridden in a C8, but he's going to hand me the keys today. This yellow is just ridiculous in person. You can never pick it up on camera, but this thing's like yellow one angle, green one angle. It is just wild in person. All right, so if you haven't been in one of these, check this out. It's very snug in here, I got to tell you that. It
is tight.
You talk about cockpit.
Yeah,
that's what this thing is. That is wild how tight the fit is in here.
Yeah, it sets up kind of high too, you know, with this wall of buttons here. It's definitely snug.
And I see that, or I notice you see nothing on the hood. You see the little fender flare on both sides and nothing else.
That's it.
It's just blank. I love the camera rear view mirror though.
Yes.
It's so crystal clear.
It is. And I have it set to where it's on wide, so it really helps you see everybody coming up behind you.
Here's front cameras.
Yeah,
okay.
So because you can't see anything, you can press that and then you get your different perspectives. But that's a really good one right there.
That is a good one for curbs and stuff. Yep. That's way better than the C7, and the clarity is so much better.
Yep, and then you can see your back. You see the wing. Another wing version. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff at the front.
Oh, that's great.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's way better.
And it's simple button right here. Instead of having to go through the menu like you had to do in the C7, you just press that button right there.
Oh, sweet. All right, so your selector's here. So this is totally different.
You're going to take where it says drive, obviously, and pull it up. And that'll put you in drive. Now you're in drive.
Whoa, okay. Interesting.
I like the,
you know what I mean?
I actually like the corners for when I'm turning it.
This
really
is where my hands always are anyway.
Yes.
So, you know, they're either here or here. So that's actually, to me, an advantage.
I actually love this steering wheel. I thought it looked really dumb initially, and it still looks weird, but where that little corner is, I tend to want to put my hand on it and push when I turn.
Yeah, kind of.
Yep.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, because I did the same thing immediately.
Yeah.
So when you were backing the car out, I was talking about the color of this thing. It never comes through on video.
It doesn't.
I swear. The video, it just looks so flat, you know. But when you see it in person,
big difference.
It changes colors as the car moves through the sunlight.
Right.
It's crazy. It's really crazy. How good it looks.
And it's metallic. Most people don't realize it's metallic, but it is metallic. So
because when you're on camera, or when it's on camera, you can't tell.
No, it looks flat.
It looks flat. But when you're in person, it's just ridiculous how, I mean, in a good way.
Yeah. One thing about this car with the dual clutch is it's quick. Off the line, it wants to go.
Yeah.
Whereas the Z06 there's so much power, it has to kind of, you just can't have that spin out.
You can't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the crazy thing. It has a way different feel with the steering than the C7 or the C6 has.
Way different.
It feels, you feel more connected to the road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can actually feel a lot better what's happening, to me, anyway.
Yeah, you know, even though all of the weight is in the back, I haven't really noticed it having a lot of issues going through turns. I've heard some people saying that, but I've blasted through some of the roundabouts, you know, in the area. And we got an old car right there on our left.
Yeah. So this thing rides good.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as noisy as a C6 or C7.
No.
My C6 is definitely a little noisier than the C7 was, but this is really quiet compared to the C7 or C6.
Right. It is quiet.
You don't hear the body, you know, just the different noises
Yeah.
you hear with those.
The little squeaks and
Yeah, like when you hit bumps, it freaked me out the first time I had my C7. I went over railroad tracks. I thought there was parts of the car coming off.
Exactly.
And it was just, it wasn't. It's just, they make a lot of noise or creaky, and
Yep.
you know, you get, like in a driveway, go up diagonally and you hear the body creaking.
Right.
And this is just really quiet, smooth. And so I really planned on doing just like Steve did, never driving a C8 till I bought my own. But I love the C7 so much that, you know, I really wanted to try this because I owed it to myself not to just go back and buy another C7.
Right.
And I owed it to myself to try a C8, just, you know, so I can know what is it that I really like, you know.
It's a very comfortable car. It really is.
It is. You could road trip this easy.
Absolutely.
Now I found the same in the C7 though.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I could have road tripped that car. Now the C6,
Yeah.
it's more comfortable seat wise than the C7 is, but the suspension is not as comfy.
Right.
And of course the noise from the headers and such.
Yeah. To me, this car definitely just does not have the power, though, obviously, of a C7 Z06. And it's good, but it's definitely not great. It definitely could use some more horsepower, some more torque.
It's snappy and light, you know, just lightly getting on the gas. It's real snappy. I can feel that.
It just doesn't have that pin you to the seat power, though.
Yeah. So you've jumped on it already hard.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I just hit 1,000 miles, so I've been trying to kind of a little careful till I hit. I'm not going to use launch control until.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Compared to the Z06, it feels pretty weak.
It does.
Yeah.
And I know Steve thought it felt pretty good. He's like, oh man, it's got lots of power. But again, he was coming from a Stingray.
Exactly. He was coming from 460 horsepower to
495. Yeah.
Newer technology and an automatic, which is going to be quicker anyway.
Yes.
But yeah, I see exactly what you're saying though. Yeah, it does feel like more like a Cadillac.
Yeah.
Than a Corvette.
It does.
That's interesting. It sure doesn't look like a Cadillac.
No, not at all.
I wouldn't want Nina to ride in this because she doesn't care about the speed. She wouldn't care if our son's 2008 Toyota Corolla could blow it away.
Yeah, that's not her thing.
She's all about, the looks and
and how it feels and the sound. And she doesn't want too much sound. She wants sound, but not obnoxious sound.
Right. Well, I don't even think she cares if it was a EV as far as the sound goes. She don't care.
Right.
But I wouldn't want her to ride in this because then I know what she would say.
We need one now.
Yeah, super comfortable. I gotta tell you that. It is super comfortable. Yeah. It's suspension-wise, it's far more comfortable than the C6 is.
Yeah.
Seat-wise, it's far more comfortable than the C7.
Yeah, I agree. It is a super, it's a Cadillac in my opinion, for the most part.
Yeah.
Comfort-wise.
I really have a hard time with how many people don't like the yellow.
I do too. I don't understand it.
I don't get it because, to each his own. But
and even on the C7, that yellow, in my opinion, I do like Torch Red a lot, but I see Torch Red so much.
Yes.
It's nice to see some other colors that are
Yeah.
vivid.
Yeah.
And I thought, my personal opinion, and I know I'm biased, but I liked the yellow better than the reds. And
Me
I
too.
haven't noticed that. And there's a nice Stingray right there at the car wash. Hopefully hand washing.
Oh, there was 2 of them. There was
was
a C5 over there too. I thought that's what you're talking about.
Oh, I didn't see
Yeah.
the C5.
Then we had the Arctic White
Yep.
C7. I do like the steering wheel. I like
Yeah.
it keeps it the flat bottom is so up here.
Yeah.
It gives you tons of room.
Right.
You know. I guess the only time I would not like that is if I'm trying to steer with my knee, which I do sometimes.
Yeah.
You got to pull your foot back, but that's okay.
Well, and another
Now on these, if you do the Z51, does it have the bigger brakes?
Yes.
Does it have mag ride?
No, you have to order the mag
That
ride.
mag ride's a separate deal.
I believe so.
And
If I
this-
remember correctly, anyway. It's
this
been a
is
while since I
mag
did my
ride,
order.
right?
Yes. Yeah, Z51 performance exhaust, obviously with the black tips, mag ride, all that.
Now Z51, you do get performance exhaust automatically. Though,
Oh, does it come with it? Okay.
I think so,
yeah.
right?
It probably does. I can't.
This is going to be a really hard choice for me because I do love the technology. I love how nice it rides
Yeah.
and drives. So it almost comes down to what are the prices of Z06s going to be at that time, and can I live without that exhilarating burst of power on the freeway? All right, so we've just arrived back here after my maiden voyage in a C8. It was actually quite nice. I've kind of got to put that on my list. Have never been a huge fan of the C8. I still think the C7's a better looking car, but all the other stuff you get, the comfort, the ride quality, they just feel so good to drive. It's just a great cruising car. So I've really got to keep this one on my list. It might actually have just moved to the top of the list. So we'll see. Hang in there for a little bit here, and within the next year or two, we'll see what I end up with. Until next time, thank you for joining me. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe button, and we'll catch you next time right here on Dad's Garage.